Hello everyone, welcome back to the Weekends Off-Roading channel. Today we're going to be talking about the gearbox and the gear that we bring for camping. As you can see in front of you, this is how we've set up the gearbox, and I'll talk about everything in the gearbox and what I've done. The first thing is I've used this plano case and I've updated the cap so I could actually put gear on the case or on the top here. So what I've done is I've used 3D printed pieces, as you can see here, that's holding the gear. To make sure that it doesn't fall into the box. But from top to bottom here, we'll start off with the poking stick for campfires. As you can see, it's mounted on that box with double-sided tape and in that 3D printed piece. And then we got our hammer here that we use to drive down some stakes. You can see there. And then this is a new addition. This is the Agawa Boreal 21. So it's just a saw, a high quality saw that folds very compact, as you can see here. I haven't used it yet, it's brand new. I'll probably use it this season when we go camping more. And then we also got a trowel, just a small trowel there. That's again mounted on the case just for space saving. And then lastly, the axe that I've used for a couple of years now, the Fisker hatchet. And again, as you can see, it's just all mounted via 3D printed parts, and it's held up great using double-sided tape. So now going in the box, we have a couple of items here that I'll show you on the outside first. So just we got a little dustpan, just dust off some stuff while we're in the tent. So we have this blower. I haven't used it yet, it's brand new. Just got it on Amazon, and again, everything's gonna be linked down below, so just in case you want to see the products that I use. But this is a blower, very powerful blower. Just blows water off or dirt off the campgrounds or my tent. So this is space for my light, but I'm using it to film. Then we got a power drill to drive down the stakes that I have, and I'll show you what those look like as well. Just a Milwaukee power drill. And then we also got the stakes and the bit that goes with it, as you can see there. So it's just a different kind of stake that just goes into the ground, or you drill it into the ground and it just holds better. We got two knives, one for her, beautiful knife, super shiny as you can see there. And then the knife that I use, just a nice fixed blade knife. You can see what that looks like here. We also have this light, this string light. I've had this for a couple of years now. It's a very, very nice string light. It's the M-powered string light, as you can see here. Super nice. And down here I got just a small camera. It's a Wise outdoor camera that I've used for a while. Perfect for just keeping the campsite safe. And I also have this zero trace anti-smell. So hunters use this to make them not smell, or gear not smell. And I use this and I turn this on in bear country in the car. So just to make sure the car doesn't smell with food or whatever. I've only used this a couple times, but it's pretty compact, fits in the bin. And if it helps with removing smell, that'll be perfect. Then we have all our lights. All our lights are in here. Headlamps, flashlight, battery charger for the Milwaukee, and then a small flashlight in there as well. So everything that we would need in terms of lighting is in this little bin here. And then some accessories for the Devos Light Ranger. So we got the motion sensor here, which is very, very nice. And then I've custom made this 3D printed Devos holder with magnets. I could just attach it to my car. And then this yellow bin is our fire starting kit. So everything to start a fire. So we got these fire starters, flint and steel, and then we got an electric fire starter here as well, and then a glove there. So everything to start a fire. Then a couple last items down here. I got a sharpener for my axe or knives, and then I also got this folding shovel that we've used a couple times. pretty good stuff if you need to dig a hole. Now we go to the other side of the box, and we got gloves just for the fires and whatever else I need to do. And then we also have some bits here for the impact wrench there. And then inside the box, we got a couple of items. So first we got some games. So we got some games here. So this one, and we also have this game as well. And then some Uno. And a game that we haven't tried yet, but we have it, the Saboteur. A spare fan, if we need it. A speaker, an IKEA speaker, been very good lately. We also got some rope. A picnic table cover. And a very nice monocle. You can see there. We've used this a couple of times, perfect for bird watching or just looking at wildlife from afar. And then on the other side of that, we have all our repellent. So obviously bear spray, because we live in bear country. And then we got our mosquito repellent. These are the liquid ones. And I just 3D printed this case so you can hold it. Mosquito coils, just in case that one does not work or the other repellent doesn't work. And then the holder for it. And then the actual device that uses the liquid version of the mosquito repellent, the thermosol there. This one's very nice. It lasts a long time, about 8 hours or so, and then you can charge it back up. And then we got a mouse or rodent repellent. Works well. Just put it under the hood so the mouse don't chew on the wires of the car and we can't leave. But that's there. Then we got repellent spray. We use the non-DEET or DEET-free version. Just tends to work better and it doesn't damage the gear. And then just some fun stuff, just like a bug killer gun thing. And then also an alarm, electric alarm, makes it's very loud. And then lastly, I haven't used this yet, but it's a trip alarm. So if you pull this, it'll make a loud alarm sound and it'll light up. I haven't used it yet, but it's just there in the kit. It fits. It's very small. So that is everything in the gearbox. Again, everything is going to be linked down below. If you like any of the things that you like to see, I'm going to be uploading more videos. So like and subscribe. Again, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.